For math this week, we are going to be looking at shapes and fractions. So let's talk about some of the shapes we're going to be focusing on. There's four main shapes that you're going to be looking at. One is a triangle. I know you guys know this one. Triangles can actually come in a lot of different manners. The whole idea on triangles is that they have three sides and three vertices. A vertice is a fancy mathematician word for corner. So here's 1, 2, 3. You might also see a triangle in another fashion where maybe it's a 90-degree angle, but it still has three sides and three vertices, so it's a triangle. Okay, another shape that we're going to look at is a pentagon. A pentagon has 5 sides and 5 vertices. I usually think of a pentagon because I think of the Pentagon building for the government. That helps me remember because I can visualize what that looks like from the sky. If you're not sure, go look on Google Maps for the Pentagon and see what building that you see. Hadley, when she was doing this math, she remembered it because one side always had a point to it. So maybe that would help you. Another shape we're going to look at is a hexagon. Okay, bear with me because remember, Mrs. Starkweather is not the artist. And this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides and 6 vertices. Are you noticing that these are always the same? That might be something to be aware of. This shape also can look a lot of different ways. You might see it going in and out. Let's see, I think one I saw in Hadley's math this week actually went like this. But because it still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertices, it is still a hexagon. All right, the last shape that I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you first and then we're going to talk about it. Okay, what shape do you think this is? Did you say square? All right, it is a square, but we're going to use a different mathematician word because, you know, we're in 2nd grade and we're getting fancy because we're getting ready for 3rd grade. So the word we're going to use is quadrilateral. Can you guys use that word? Quadrilateral. Okay, let's spell it up here. It starts with our Q-U. Quad, I gotta make sure I spell it right. Relateral. Quadrilateral is the word that we're going to be using. They won't say square. They'll say quadrilateral. This quadrilateral that I drew has 4 sides and 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. Now, I know there's going to be some parents who are going to say, why are we calling it a quadrilateral? You might actually go online because I had to do this myself and look it up and you'll find a quadrilateral family tree. It'll show you all the different kinds of quadrilaterals. So we can use the fancy word quadrilateral to mean anything with 4 sides and 4 vertices. Then underneath the quadrilateral will come our kites, rhombus, parallelogram, trapezoids. So right now, the main word that means anything with 4 sides and 4 vertices is quadrilateral. And then all those other terms come underneath it. That's why we're going to use this fancy word this week. So the shapes that I just drew you, we call these 2D, 2-dimensional shapes. They're completely flat. Like this paper, it is flat. So it is a 2D shape. Anything that you draw is going to be 2D. Have you ever seen where they go to movies and they put on those fancy glasses that look like sunglasses and then it's a 3D movie? That means that when you're watching it, all the shapes seem like real life and are coming out. So those we call 3-dimensional shapes. Yes, do you want to do that while Corbin is going to draw a 3D shape, which you won't have to, but when you're fancy in 5th grade, you're probably going to have to learn how to draw them while I talk about them. So 3D shapes would be something where I can see all the different sides of it. So like here, oh, very nice. See how she drew that so that you can see it? It's like you can see through it and you know that you could touch it. It has all the different sides. Very nice, Corbin. Thank you. So like this box is 3D because I have different sides to it. This, instead of just being a circle, we would have a cylinder. I can touch it. I can feel all the different sides of it. So you won't do much with that. There is a page where you're going to have to work on cubes, and that would be your quadrilateral with all the different sides, all the different corners and vertices, the fancy word. But what you really just need to focus on the cube page is, can you tell the difference between a 2D shape and a 3D shape? Now, the last thing you're going to do is you're going to divide these shapes up into equal pieces. So when we're doing fractions, you want to make sure all of your sides are the same. Like you're going to split a cookie with a brother or sister, and you want to make sure you both have the same size so that you don't fight over it. So right now, let's use our quadrilateral. This quadrilateral is one whole brownie. If I'm dividing it with one other person, so we're going to use whole. Whole is a word that we're using. And that means just one altogether. If I divide it in two pieces, then it is half. Or 1/2. We did this on our morning work pages. So if you guys think a little bit, you're going to remember back to this. This is not new for you. So here's 1/2, here's 1/2, and I put this one and this one together. I put two pieces together and it makes a whole. You're also going to do thirds. So maybe that's where you divide it into 3 equal pieces. This would be your thirds. You're also going to do fourths. So now I have 4 equal pieces. This is your fourths, or 1/4. The only other shape to remember that looks a little bit different, I'm going to go over here, take a circle. When you divide things like a circle, think of it like a pie. So your angles are going to go out. So if this is, this could be a half, this would be a fourth across, and then you can keep dividing it. If you want to get fancy, maybe talk to your parents about 6ths and 8ths. The third is kind of a tricky one. If I had a pie, I'm dividing to third, it looked kind of like a peace sign, and there's my thirds. So that's what you're going to do with fractions and practice that. So we're doing shapes that are 2D, a little bit with 3D, and then the rest of it is going to be divided into fractions. Okay, good luck. This is your last one for the week. Let me know if you have any questions.